So here's an extension task. I've changed my sprite to a rocket because my game is going to be about a rocket chasing aliens. So I've now got my rocket and I can move it up, down, right and left. But I want the appearance of my rocket to change a little bit to give it a little bit more animation. So using the controls on the left here, I'm going to go to an event, and I'm going to and just have when space key pressed. I'm just going to change this to an up arrow. Now before I go any further, I'm just going to go to my costumes, and here's my rocket in my costume. I'm going to right click on this and duplicate it. So I've now got a rocket up 2. And I'm going to edit this a little bit. I'm just going to take the fire out of mine, but you can edit your second costume to be something else. You might have a little bit more time than I've got and do a little bit of a neater job than I've done here. So I've got a rocket up and a rocket up 2. So you can see the difference. If we look on here, it's just changing a little bit when I do animate it around. So go back to the code. So when up arrow key pressed, what I'm going to do is build this in a forever loop. So I've gone to control and I've dragged in a forever loop. And now what I need to do is bring in a look. So I want to switch costume and I want to switch to rocket up. Then I'm just going to bring another one of those in because I'm going to need a second one in a moment. I've not put it in my block yet. I've now gone to control and I've just gone to wait 1 second and just added that to the block, and then I can bring my second costume in, switch costume to rocket up 2, and then I do need another wait in there. So now when I press the up key, you can see that my rocket has fire and then doesn't have fire. Now I think 1 second is too long, so I'm just going to change that to 0.5, which is half a second. And that's working a little bit better. So that's when the up arrow key is pressed. I've got that. So I can just stop my code for a moment and go back to my costumes. And I'm just going to duplicate my rocket up. Duplicate. And now I'm going to have a rocket down. Just go back to my code, just check here and go back to my costumes, rocket down. So next one, when down arrow key pressed, I just want to change the look, switch to costume, rocket down, change Y by -10. So when I'm going down, I need to switch my costume to rocket down. Let's just have a look again. Rocket down. At the moment I've not changed my costume, so what I need to do is just edit the look of this, and I can click the select tool and I can flip vertically. So there's my rocket down. Let's go back to my code. When I go up, my fire's working. When I press down, you can see that my rocket turns around and faces the direction that I'd like the rocket to fly in. Obviously what I can do here in my costumes is I can make a rocket left and a rocket right just by rotating round my rocket and drawing additional costumes and naming my costumes, and then in my code I can add these bits in.